Good evening to you.
These guys are all big influences on me and certainly house music.
No, that does not sound like a life.
Walk around with that collar popped up.
Yeah.
Hey, do this.
Yeah.
You go over there.
So let's go on that. I want to talk a little bit about each of your illustrious careers, because you guys have done a lot. All three of you have done amazing, have had amazing contributions to what we call house music. This is the Vintage House Show. And so part of what that is about is celebration and preservation. This is Lauren framing, but the celebration and preservation of Chicago house legends and Chicago house music. And I think
Yeah, I get pumped up every time. It is the time. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. You're tuned in to another episode of the Vintage House Show. It's your main man, Mega, and you are with us here on our Facebook Live, our Twitch channel, YouTube Live, my personal Facebook feed, and ideally, we're tuned in and broadcasting on WNUR normally, but it's the summertime, and we're doing it a little differently tonight. We're in Mega Studio, or my office, as opposed to the WNUR studios. But thank you for being here with us and tuned in. Of course, the Vintage House Show is the premier on-air radio show and podcast dedicated to illuminating and preserving the lives, music careers, and history of house music pioneers. We're powered by the Modern Dance Music Research and Archiving Foundation, which is the only repository in the United States dedicated solely to the study, the preservation, and the celebration of the genres of house and dance music. Our mission, in short, is to preserve the memories, the memorabilia, the artifacts, the events, the venues, and of course the people that help to sustain this culture. Tonight's guest is a friend of the show. We are happy to have her back as a focus and representative of one of the annual summer festivals and events that comes up every year now. You know it as the Queens of House Picnic. You know her as DJ Solkat. Please welcome to the show, Nakiyah Solkat.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Nakiyah, how are you? Or should I call you Solkat?
It doesn't matter. I'm a friend, remember?
Absolutely.
I am doing good. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for taking the time out because, of course, this is a very busy week for you leading up to the Queens of House Picnic. But before you jump into that, for those who may or may not know the skills, the craft, the amazing DJ that you are, talk to us about how you came to be a DJ, and particularly in this genre of house music.
Yes. So what started me out as a DJ, as a kid, I would watch my parents play albums. And I would notice how each album would change the mood of of the atmosphere. And so I was like, okay. So I took note of that. And when no one was looking, I would occasionally, play the albums myself and try to scratch on it and stuff. And then sometimes I would watch my aunt Denise, God rest her soul. She was a DJ. She went by the name of Miss Beasley, and she would always do like the family parties, and I would always be drawn to like watching her, on her turntables and switch and selecting albums. And for some reason, so I was always drawn to the DJ for some reason. Every little party and event, I was just drawn to the tables, because I was trying to figure out I understood the two turntables, but what was that big box with all the buttons on it, and why is the DJ wearing headphones? And then what made it extra more interesting was when I would see Jam Master Jay, then Spinderella. I was like, wow, so a girl can do this too. So not only we got female MCs, rappers, but then we got a female DJ for real. And I heard a bit of her interview, how they were saying how they thought she was just a prop, and how she probably wasn't really spinning, but she was like real deal spinning. I was like, wow. So, so yeah, that's how I got into DJing.
I gotta ask.
Paying attention.
I gotta ask a question though. Are you a native of Chicago or?
Oh yes, born and raised South Side, Inglewood, all day, every day.
Oh, all right. What about high school?
High school, I went to Richards Career Academy. That was located on 50th in Laughlin.
Richards.
It used to be, Richards Career Academy. We were the Angels. It used to be a all-girls school, and then so by the time I got there, they was just transitioning into being co-ed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, okay. So why I asked was because you referenced some DJs from the East Coast, right? That you were sort of inspired by. So I was just curious. Maybe maybe you spent some time out east, but no, you are Chicago through and through.
That's right. That's right.
West Side all day, as she said.
I said South Side.
South Side.
Cut it out, sir. Much love to the West Side. I have family on the West Side. Much love to them.
Oops, upside the head. Yeah,
that's okay.
West Side. I have West Side on my mind as well because it's all about Chicago
all day. Yeah,
and so I appreciate you sharing that background, your inspiration, your aunt. Rest in peace. Can you share her a little bit more about her name, where she DJ'd?
Let's see. That's a good question. I just know that. Wow. I need to ask her sister, my aunt. I need to ask her. But I know she just did. Yeah, you give me some homework. I appreciate that. She just, I know she mostly did like private events, parties, and stuff like that. She had her own equipment. She had a ton of albums. So yes.
Let's talk about the technical side of what was she spinning on, or what did you learn to spin on? Because turntables, that's for some a foreign concept.
Oh yeah. So she actually played on vinyl, and so that's how that worked out. Yeah, she mostly played on there and played a lot of house music. Well, she played all types of house music, but she enjoyed house music. That's what one of the things I loved about her. I was like, wow, she enjoyed house music like me. I hope I answered your question correctly.
Yeah, and I mean there's no right or wrong answer here. On the Vintage House Show,
that's right.
So what would you say you're more comfortable with, vinyl or digital, or both?
So it would be digital for now. I'm not as confident. I want to be confident when I do the vinyl. Okay. And I know there's this like stigma, this out here, like, well, real DJs play on vinyl, real DJs do this, real DJs do that. Look, I respect the craft. I respect the art. I would like to one day hone my skills on the vinyl. Okay, I can play. I've played on it before, but I really want to get to it. Some DJs feel as though, hey, if you can play on the CDJs, you can play on a vinyl. Maybe. I don't think so. It's two different, um, things.
Experiences.
It's two different experiences. I've even heard so much about, instead of the pitch control, the DJs would turn the little silver little, button to slow the record down, everything. I mean, it's different methods to each thing. So I want to make sure I do it correctly and out of respect. Okay. So
Okay.
yes.
Much respect to you for
Yes.
respecting the craft. And certainly I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I think most would. They're two different skill sets, right?
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Working on some belt drive turntables is a different skill set than using a direct drive SL 1200 or
Oh
other
wow.
direct drive turntable, which is
Mhm.
different from the controllers, which is different from a dedicated, uh, digital platter device. So,
Right.
where I think a lot of debate has been happening lately is even about selection.
Mm.
Talk to us about your approach to selecting what you play and how it um, is either tied to the audience or tied to how you prepare and create a set. What's your magic sauce there?
Okay. So I go off of vibe, my vibe in particular. I noticed that I'm more drawn to more tech house, more fast, kind of upbeat, but have a drive. I like house tracks that have a nice bass and nice drive, and it's kind of upbeat and keeps me going. And that's what I try to gear towards. However, I try to keep it um, house music crowd friendly so that they can also enjoy it too as well. So I don't want to go too obscure, but at the same time, I want to put them on to something, like or how DJs would use the term break records, because how else would a track get popular, get out there if they don't put it out there?
That,
So
that's right. You probably have seen there was a recent debate on Facebook, I think, about that very topic, break-in records. And I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out, according to Scott Lee, he's like, what about us pause button DJs and cassette and reel to reel DJs? Yes, those are a separate set of skills too. Thanks for
those
tuning
are,
in.
yeah.
Scott Lee, shout out to DJ Drea, who's
What's up,
also
Drea? Yes, she
tuned
is a
in.
beast.
all,
Yes.
all the friends of Vintage House Show
Mm-hmm.
tuning in on this Wednesday night with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate everything that you've shared um, about your approach to DJing and how you've built traction and getting booked and getting uh, a fan base right around your style of DJing. Do you have a particular venue or place that you like to play in particular here in Chicago or outside of the city?
I don't have a necessarily well, for starters, I know I enjoy going to the Red Lab. The Red Lab, that's an online DJ show that's created by Mr. Ron Tinsley, aka Black Thor. He would
Shout out
have,
Black Thor.
yeah, he would have his show every Friday night, and I just enjoy. Also, and the booth 312 radio show. They allow not only they interviewed is they allowed them to play similar to you guys how you let me play on your radio show as well. I just feel like I have the freedom to look at Drea. I have the freedom to like play that that type of music. I like that tech house, that kind of upbeat. And so but other than that, I appreciate and shoot, whether it be at Duke's, VIPs, all those clubs. I enjoy playing that. And what was the other question you said? How did I get the?
Yeah, yep. I was no just curious about where you play and sort of why you like to play there. And that question was really a setup
Oh,
because in addition to you being invited to play at some of the venues you've mentioned, you've created your own destination experience festival venue, Queens of House Picnic. What I mean, what this is such a staple and an important um, contribution to the global house music community. Talk to us about what the inspiration was for coming up with Queens of House, and talk to us about you know what it is and when it is.
okay. Um, okay, what it is, all right. And just to make you aware, you just got a little pause, just a little bit, uh, but I'm still answering your question. I heard a little bit of it. Okay.
Okay.
I so what got me to what the inspiration behind the Queens of House was me coming on to the house music scene. I should say back in 2007, because 2007 seemed like yesterday to me. But 2007, I ran into DJ Murph E, and I met him at the guitar store located in Country Club Hills, and I was just so excited, so green that I was, you know, embarking on my DJ career, and I was passing out my cards to anybody and everybody. I was like, "Hey, I'm DJ Solkat. I'm a DJ. Hey," and everything. So he looked at my card. He said, "Oh, you're a DJ, huh?" He said, "All right, well, roll up to with me up to Club Revelations." I said, "Okay, fine." On Friday night, and so he introduced. From there, I went to Club Revelations. He introduced me to Hula. He introduced me to Maurice Joshua, and I started coming to Club Revelations just about every Friday, and I was just getting to like get familiar with the house music crowd, and it was a fun experience.
I
It was, mhm.
I appreciate that because all of those are certainly pioneering figures in house music. They're friends of this show. Uh, they are people who are genuine in their interest in putting people on, and they are absolutely good people to jump off your career with. Um,
Mhm.
I appreciate uh, all that those guys do, and
Yeah.
I'm curious. Besides your aunt and those um, individuals you named, who were some of the other female uh, inspirations that uh, you got introduced to, connected with very early on in being inspired for Queens of House?
I met. I had the pleasure of meeting DJ Queen B, DJ Alicia. I met Sundance. Um, who else? Well, Foxy. So around that time, it seemed like there was Miss Nikki. It just around that time when I started, it was like there was a lot of female DJs coming out in the house music scene, and I realized and noticed that majority of the DJ lineups for house music events were predominantly men, if not all men. And so I was like, well, we're just as talented, and no shade towards the men. I was just thinking, why don't we just, you know, why don't I just put on an all-female house music event? And I was thinking actually to maybe just do it that one time, not yearly, just have one big house music event with all the ladies on there. And but yeah, it caught on, and now we're in our 9th year.
Caught fire.
It caught
9 years.
fire.
That almost, I think, Vintage House Show parallels that. We started about 9 years ago as well. Of course, I came on a little later. A shout out to executive producer and founder Lauren Lowry, a woman in
Lauren.
this genre, and then she brought on Lori Branch, another
Lori.
female DJ, and
Mhm.
then I guess they just wanted to mix it up a little bit, and I got
Yeah,
added
that's
into
good.
the mix.
Yeah,
Um,
need a man in the mix.
yeah, add a little testosterone in the mix
Yeah.
there. But since then, we've obviously created quite a franchise as well, and we've got DJ Momami and DJ
Oh
Rocky
yeah.
and uh,
Mhm. Rock.
Tanner Wood, and
Mhm.
it's been a great run. So next year, 10 years, we're gonna have to do something together to celebrate a big milestone.
I'm just saying. I mean, I am like simultaneously planning for this Sunday, still getting stuff together for this Sunday, as well as planning for next year. I'm so excited for the 10. I'm excited for this right here, but
Yes.
I'm just so looking forward to next year because I want to just go big. I don't know how big, and but yeah, I need to
Well,
calm down.
we're excited. We're excited for you, which is why we wanted
Mm.
to certainly have you on, so you could tell our audience about what's coming up. It's Sunday, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's
Where?
this Sunday. Where? It's in Calumet Park, Chicago Park District. It's located at 9801 South Avenue G. It's going to be from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's free to get in, so no cover charge. It's free parking. Bring your picnic gear, your blankets, your tents, your chairs, your coolers. Bring your barbecue grill out. Arrive there early so you can get yourself some good parking, set you up with a nice little space. You're not going to be disappointed. I pick a new lineup every year. I try to rotate and pick a whole new fresh lineup of female DJs. Sometimes a few of them come back by popular demand. Sometimes they rotate back up in there, but for the most part, I try to make sure I rotate them so I can try to give every lady a chance to beat their box. Speaking of beat their box, we're gonna the stage lighting and sounds provided by Mr. Ike Williams, Cranked Up Sounds. These women are gonna be cranking out house music on over 50,000 watts of power. It's gonna bang. We're gonna have a good time. So please make sure that you get there to see my princesses. I also wait. Can you see it? I have the princesses of house as well. Try to grab the little picture just backwards on the screen. Okay, so I created not only the queens of house but the princesses. If you
So
can,
you got a franchise you building there yourself.
right. So it's the princesses. I have a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old DJ, and both of them are phenomenal. I mean, so now the 19-year-old, I'm not quite sure how long she's been playing, but she plays and be twisting the knobs like she's been doing this for like 20 years. The 15-year-old, bless her heart, she just been practicing and practicing and practicing. She is so dedicated. She knows how to go down there to the studio to her dad. First of all, a lot of the princesses are daughters of DJs.
Okay.
So, like I mentioned, Ron Tinsley, the 15-year-old, that's Ron's daughter, DJ Mon. That's his
I was
daughter.
gonna say you got to drop some names.
Yeah. I got to
These
drop the
become
name.
household.
Yeah, I
They
have to drop
they
the
need to
names.
become
So,
household names here as
right,
well.
right. So, and then we have DJ Mimi here. She's 19. That's DJ Smooth. That's and I believe her mom is a DJ as well, DJ Leslie or Say Less, DJ Say Less. So these DJs, these young ladies, they're like trained, professionally trained and groomed to do this, you know. So I'm so happy and excited for those young ladies. We also, for the lineup, we have DJ Ace D, we have DJ Three Snaps, DJ Emily. She came recommended.
Okay.
We have DJ. I'm going off the top of my head. We have Susan Esteria. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but she's from Boston. So we
She's
have a
coming in
guest.
from Beantown.
She's coming in from Beantown. So so we have a guest DJ all the way from Boston. That's she's right. Coming in. She came highly recommended. We have I believe I mentioned DJ Emily. I mentioned her. DJ Rose Red. She's bad. And she's a good one. So we have a full lineup. I usually try to just keep it like just 8, but we got a phone call from Susan. She was like, "Yo, I'm in town. What's up?" We was like, "Well, come through." So yeah, so we have a nice full deck of like 9 DJs. So we're ready. We're fully loaded. We're ready.
DJ Ace D and DD Beats.
Yes,
right?
DD Beats. Yes, yeah. I knew I was feeling sorry, sis. Yes, DD Beats. So here's the thing, Kevin. A lot of these DJs come again, like I said, come recommended by other DJs, other people, and some of them I've never heard play. I've never met them. So this
really. So you're going on.
I'm going off the trust, the honest code. But however, I take that back. Sometimes either myself or part of the Queen team, my partner in crime, Miss Lady Alicia. She's not only my mistress of ceremonies, but she's also been my little partner working with me on this. And so sometimes she'll go out and scout out and listen to the DJs low key in the clubs and stuff. They sometimes send us their Mixcloud, their press kits, and so and some of them I do know I work with, but I like that this lineup in particular is different and it's all fresh. Like none of them never played on the Queens of House picnic before. Never. This is all fresh, all new. I don't even think they know each other either. Like a lot of the DJs who I used to put on the lineup, they all knew each other.
Yes.
And so I would create what I call the world thread, where I text, keep them all abreast of the what's going on. And it usually be a lot of banter and a lot of chatter. Hey girl, what's going on, girl? Yes, with this, but this time is kind of quiet because they're like, hey, they're just trying to
process
they're trying to process everything. They're trying to see what's up. One girl, one of the she's so excited. She was like, "Hey, I'm playing Jack in House. What do you guys are playing?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't say. I really don't know what I'm gonna play Sunday. It's always a surprise to me."
Breaking. Are you on the lineup and you just enlist yourself as well?
My apologies. And DJ Solkat will be on the lineup as well.
Right.
I'm playing as well. How did I skip me? And I'm sober. Wow. Yes, I'm playing as well. I'm playing last this year. So it's from, like I said, it's from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. I will be playing at 8 p.m. So I'm the finale. I'm the last one to play.
Closing it out.
I'm closing it out. I'm gonna close it out. And then I'm gonna clean up and go home and go to bed.
and clearly you will deserve that period of rest. And of course, before we move off of Queens of House, the picnic, for those, we sort of heard the process, right? It's a little bit of referral and recommendation and trust, and people have to sort of prove themselves. They have to be packaged right. But for 2025, if there are people watching and listening right now, how can they get put on?
You said if listening, and you said how do you get put on? I just heard put on. What did you?
Yeah,
Could you repeat that?
if they are interested in getting put on the lineup for 2025, can you
Oh,
give them some tips on how to reach you or
oh,
get to the Queen's committee, or um,
got you.
how, what do they need
How?
to do?
What is the
And will there
process?
be any men ever in the Queens of House lineup? Just I'm just asking for a friend.
You trying to start something, Kevin? No, I'm just playing. That's all right. That's good. No, you're asking some good. You guys on the show ask some good questions. Thank you. Well, the process mostly is to reach out to us. We're on social media, Facebook and Instagram. We have a X account, but I have to get that back started. But anyway, Instagram and Facebook, you can reach us at Queens of House Picnic. We also have a website, www.queensofhousepicnic.net. And but it's best to reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram. Shoot us a message. Just simply shoot us your information, where you DJ at, where we can hear you. Are you on Mixcloud? Do you have any? Do you have a residency somewhere? We can come out and check you out. A podcast show, a website. So just send us your information. However, for 2025, we just about pretty much have the lineup squared away. Just about.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because again, like I said, we're simultaneous. We're planning for next year, so we want to book and ask everybody now their availability. Who is it? Mr. Majors gonna ask MySpace? Mr. Majors, oh my goodness, sir.
Drea says she's still got her MySpace page up.
Bless your heart, Drea. But go ahead. I haven't been on MySpace since '85.
Yeah.
So so that's part of the process. Will there be any men? That I'm not sure about that. Well, let me just outright say no.
It's the Queens of House, and there was another question earlier asked by Scott Lee. He it's a fair question. Do you ever foresee sort of a DJ collective that's like a female version of the Chosen Few?
Hmm. So so Scott asked the question about will there ever be any men on the line? Wait, do you ever foresee a female version of the Chosen Few? If so, will there be members? Oh, okay, member. Okay, so he's asking like core members, like the Chosen Few.
Yeah, is there
And
a
Battle of the
DJ
DJs.
collective in
Wow.
the future that could be together? So I know like my co-host of the show is part of a collective.
Oh
Group,
yes.
the Good
The
Girls,
Good
right?
Girls. Yes.
DJ Lori
Mhm.
Branch, DJ Lady D, DJ
Petey
Vita Girl.
Girl. Yes. There's
Yeah.
some bad girls right there. Yes. I'm sorry. Good girls.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. I ain't good. Yes. So it crossed my mind about I thought about having a core group of DJs. That way it'd be like like we are the five of us, we are the Queens of House, period. And then the other DJs that come on will be guests. However, it was kind of conflicting to me because I wanted to like I said, I want to make sure I get everybody on so we can rotate the lineup, and because it has benefits when I put on DJs who the South, because this is held on the South Side, predominantly Black, and a lot of them have never heard these DJs before or seen them before, and so I want to expose them to something new. Hey, Lady Alicia, yes,
Hey.
everybody get on the dance grass. My girl, happy birthday, girl.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Or I guess belated. Yeah.
Yeah, belated. Yeah, we celebrating this whole everything. So yeah, I want to make sure that that everyone get exposure, and then once they've gotten exposed, they come to me and say, "Hey, who is she? I've never heard. I like her now." And then these DJs gain new fans. So no, I don't think I will be doing the core. I have, however, been it's a compliment. Been told that my picnic reminds them of like a miniature size chosen few or a baby chosen few, and I take that all as a compliment.
Absolutely.
So, because the amount of work and time they put into doing that huge event, salute to them. I still cry and bitch and moan over putting this together. I'm like, darn it, love and enjoy doing it every year. So I'm so grateful and have no complaints about that. A battle of DJs. I would like to have a battle of DJs. If we can have maybe the Queens of House versus the Chosen Few,
Ooh,
house music battle. Bring it.
look out. Yeah, what do you think happened to DJ battles? I mean, we spent enough time with these discussion battles online. I guess that just takes care of that. But back in the day, a battle was a good draw for a party. People
It
wanted to come
was.
out and
Mm-hmm.
see what was what and whose skills could go against whose skills, and
Right.
it made for a good night. But it seems to
Yes.
be a thing of the past, but maybe it'll come back.
Hopefully it'll come back. It's fun. I've participated in some little battles before. And if it's a little intimidating at first, but then once you get into it, it's actually quite fun. And it's
Yeah,
yeah.
a little competition. Like, I mean, we're in the middle of the Olympics now. Maybe there's a DJ Olympics in our future.
Hmm. Well, now Kevin, now
That's
you
my
going there.
idea. Scott Lee, yeah, you can get
Yeah.
some VIP tickets to that, but
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah. Scott Lee
I'm
gets some VIP tickets.
I'm claiming the DJ Olympics.
DJ, let's do it.
But
That'd be
what
good.
I also I wanted, before we got too far away from it, I
Okay.
want to give you great kudos on the succession planning that you're doing by creating the princesses of
Oh,
house
thank
music.
you.
15 and 19, that's what's up, right? We're going to ensure that this genre, this craft, the way it's done, Chicago style, continues, and the work that you're putting in to help cultivate those young people is awesome. So kudos.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So far, the youngest we had, it was last year. Uh, DJ London. She was 13, 14 or 13. So yeah, I'm proud of that. I was really like the, for them to pass the torch.
Yes.
Shout out to Nick Nonstop and his daughters. I mean, and Alan King, his DJ Akili, his daughter. They've all played for the Princesses. So
Nice.
I'm proud of them babies. They doing good job.
Wow,
Mm.
I got to get what we call in our household mini mega, my daughter, to
Oh,
get inspired. Um, I I don't think it's gonna happen, but
oh,
you
okay.
never know.
You
She
never know.
she could come around. She's a hip hop head, but
That's okay. Yeah, that's good.
she's been around house though her entire life, so I'm sure it's in her.
Oh yeah, it'll come around. Hopefully, I started out in hip hop too. So, oh
Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's not mutually exclusive by any means, right? I love hip hop, classic hip hop, in particular as well. Lady Alicia says,
bring
"Bring
on.
it on."
Oh yeah, that's her. She
Uh,
is. Yeah, Alicia, stay hyped and ready. Yeah.
yes, she does. I always appreciated her.
Yes.
Um, and it's going to be great to have her out there emceeing in
Oh yes.
Calumet Park on Sunday.
Yes,
Remind
Sunday,
everybody,
August
what
4th.
time is
Yes.
that?
Yes. So Sunday, August 4th, you guys are all invited to the Queens of Ninth Annual Queens of House Picnic. All female DJs, house music all day from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. located at Calumet Park, Chicago Park District, 9801 South Avenue G. It's free to get in, free parking. Bring your picnic gear, your grills and coolers and everything, your chairs, and just come out and have a good time. Just come out and get a good vibe. What's up?
Okay, I I have to inject a little mega story here.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm just gonna take a moment, so
Hmm.
everybody bear with me.
Okay.
Calumet Park. So I went to you went to Richards. I went to a high school called St. Francis de Sales,
I
which
heard
is
about
right out there on 101st and Ewing,
that. Okay.
so southeast side. I played soccer for St.
Mm.
Francis, and we had to practice in Calumet Park. Actually, some of our soccer games were out there too.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just gonna say it was a couple of decades ago. Calumet Park was not a friendly place
Mm.
for people of African American heritage.
Mhm.
And it's just amazing to me that, of course, time changes all,
Yeah.
but back in the day, it I would not be going to a party
Mm.
in Calumet Park. And so it's great that that's the place that for get correct me if I'm wrong, but for 9 years it's been there.
That's correct. 9 years.
That
Hmm.
so it just goes to show, right, that times do change,
Yes.
and people change and communities change and evolve,
Hmm.
because it was just not a friendly place to be back in the
Right.
day. But I'm glad it is now. It's gonna
Hmm.
be safe and amazing for everyone to come out on Sunday
Yeah.
from noon to 10 p.m.
To 9 p.m.
Noon to 9 p.m.
Noon to
Make
9.
sure you get out there early, as Soul Cat.
I
As
strongly suggest it.
yes,
Yeah, please get out there. Yeah. Oh, one of the DJs, Rose Red, is Rosa Silva. Silva.
Rosa
Yes.
Silva,
Yeah.
shout
So that's
out.
DJ Rose Red. She just played with, I believe, River Star, the house music producer River Star, and she played at the Smart Bar. So she is like on fire. So yes. So she's also part of the Booth 312 Radio. But yeah, she's a dope DJ, and like.
Welcome to the show, Rosa.
Yes, yes. And a lot of I've also heard this from people who've attended the Queens of House picnic, that they don't like house music, but they're enjoying the vibe. And whether they realize it or not, they're enjoying house music because house music is a good vibe. Is so there you go with that. And I want to just jump back on Lady Alicia. Shout out to you, sis. You've been with me through the trenches. You kick butt on that stage, getting the crowd hyped up and getting them together. So if this girl be everywhere, she's on stage managing and talking to the crowd, then she's off stage monitoring, patrolling the field, talking to everyone, greeting everyone. She is the host with the most. She makes sure that everybody is good. She checks on me. She is just awesome. So yes, please come out, not only see the DJs get love to entertain, but show my girl Lady Alicia some love. She's a baddie on that mic with the hosting
I,
and
I'm
MCing.
I'm gonna try to take some notes and get some tips and some advice.
Yes,
Lady
I
Elise.
had to.
I know she's good at giving advice. She's always
My goodness,
humble and wonderful.
doggone Leos. Yes, I had to give her some love. I just yeah. So
Angie Pina checking in.
well, hello. Oh, she love her angel. She's Angie Pena, yes, and the Angie Pena, the professional photographer. She have her little, yeah,
Extraordinaire.
yeah, extraordinaire. So hopefully she'll be there with taking pictures. Yes, DJ Jira said my shiro exactly. So yeah, we also have an upcoming event at the Daily Plaza. That'll be Friday, August 23rd at 4 p.m. So from 4 to 5, they usually have you at for an hour. That's going to be during like the DNC whole thing going on. So give a love back to her.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to.
That I don't know why I wasn't asking about that. So thanks for dropping that in. Daily Plaza this Thursday
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is like
during the DNC.
yeah, so that'll be Friday, August 23rd. Friday. So I'm talking
Mark
about
your
this
calendars.
something. Yeah. So mark your calendars for the Queens of House is celebration is not quite over yet. We'll be at the Daily Plaza by the under the Picasso, by the Picasso big statue. We'll be performing house music live DJs. We're playing, no pre-made mixes. We're actually playing, and from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So it'd be myself and probably a guest DJ. It's a surprise. I haven't told anybody yet.
Now look, one of the things that has put Vintage House in the spotlight for 9 years, we usually get an exclusive drop from our
Oh,
guests.
really?
So if not doing any arm twisting, but if you want to break some news, this is the place to do it.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said all that. Okay, I don't know who we haven't picked anybody yet. I was just trying to be excited, but no, we haven't picked anyone quite yet. We're rolling around our minds of who it will be. Maybe Sundance, maybe DJ Alicia. We don't know. So that's all I can give you. But I'm gonna say maybe that's if those DJs are available. But yeah, we would.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
You'll take that. Okay, good. Can I have my arm back now? Okay, there you go.
Absolutely. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Appreciate it.
I just want to make sure people, when they think about Vintage House, they're tuning in because they're going to get some breaking news.
And, of course, yes.
As well as great stories from great talent like yourself, people who are contributed to advancing the genre, and Lady Alicia says the breaking news was that the pop-up is going to run. Okay, Lady Alicia. I'll take it. I'll take that too.
Yes, you good. Yeah.
So something else I have to say about 2024. This has been a year for house music. I mean, mostly highs, a few lows, and that we've certainly lost some dear contributors to the genre. But we are putting a stake in the ground and marking this as the 40th anniversary of when the first house music releases on vinyl records were made by Chicago creators. Talk to us about what the 40th anniversary of house music releases means to you.
It means a lot, and I'm so glad that Chicago and Chicagoans are acknowledging this genre that we claim comes from us, because it would make sense, because New York stayed repping and fist pumping for hip hop. So I think it would only be right for us to, show some love and celebrate house music. And it also means a lot to me as well, because also too is that some people wasn't like aware of house music, believe it or not. So like, especially like the youth. So now they've being exposed to house music through the huge big 40th anniversary event that you guys had down there at Millennium Park. So that was a blessing. I was just speaking to a young lady not too long ago, and I was telling her about my event. She's like, I want to go. And I was like, I apologize. I just assumed you were too young. I didn't think you were interested. And she was like, yeah, I like house music. I want to go. So I'm starting to learn. I didn't realize that how many young people are out there and that actually like house music. So yeah, this is a big deal. It's really important. I'm so glad that we're doing this. It's being acknowledged.
I I appreciate that, and again, um, for 25% of that 40 years, just about, has been the Queens of House picnic. One fourth of that time, we've been, celebrating female DJs, the female contribution to house music through the event that you've created. So again, kudos not only in bringing up the next generation, but in elevating, women DJs in house music.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy that we're, having you on during this 40th anniversary year. I mean, every show we we're asking the questions. One of the uh, people who envisioned this effort, Vince Lawrence, he was on the show,
Yeah.
and he's been really instrumental in helping the community come together
Mm-hmm.
to do this celebration. So want to send a shout out to Vince,
Shout out.
and everyone. There's this incredible committee. I can't believe I get to sit on a call almost weekly, and talk to a group of pioneering, and in
That's
some
a
cases,
blessing.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
legendary figures about
Yes.
how we're going to continue to elevate the genre, but most importantly, how we're going to help one another as, some of the pioneering figures and those like yourself who have contributed for so long, ensuring that they stay lifted and are supported. Um,
Exactly.
health
Mm-hmm.
challenges or whatever
Right.
the
Mm-hmm.
case may be.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's important. Everything that everyone does really serves to elevate and make the genre sustainable. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to encourage you to
Thank
continue
you.
doing what you're doing. Obviously, we're going to see Queens of House Picnic happening for years to come. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
make note, everyone, that this is the ninth year. It's
Nice.
Sunday, August 4th from noon to 9 p.m. at Calumet Park. See, there's another plug for you. Um,
Appreciate
where
that.
where can people who may miss this? I mean, they're gonna maybe rewatch the show or hear about it on our podcast, but where can they check out, more information about the Queens of House Picnic and maybe get some retrospective on like who's been on the lineup in the past, or photos or videos from past
Mm-hmm.
performances? Where can they check that out?
Okay, you can check that out. First, wait, before I go into that, I just want to rewind back just a little bit.
Sure.
When you was talking about the 40th. Okay, so shout out to Lori Branch. She told me that the Queens of House is part of the house music exhibit. I was told. So I'm excited, happy, and blessed, and got a little teary eyed about that. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you
I'm
open
going too fast. I'm sorry.
no, you open the door there to a simple opportunity to plug Chicago, home of house at Navy Pier through
Yes,
October 31st,
yes,
2024.
that's what I want.
Curated by designed by the Design Museum of Chicago, and
Mm,
curated by a host of people, including Rob McKay and, of course, the Vintage House crew.
yes.
We're very proud of that, and
Hmm.
so for those watching who haven't been down the Navy Pier, I'm trusting you have, because you
I
just
have I haven't gone yet, but I'm gonna go. But
you got to
I was
go. You got to
no, I'm
take
going.
your
I'm going.
picture
Oh, I
at the
am.
exhibit, and
Hmm.
then tag Vintage House Show
I will.
and enjoy it, because it
Hmm.
is it's being enjoyed by literally hundreds of thousands of visitors to Chicago are walking through there. We get pictures posted all the time that people are like, wow, didn't know
Mhm.
this, didn't know that.
Right.
And vintagehouseshow.us gives
Okay.
people an opportunity to contribute other facts that will go into a
Oh.
future um, version
Okay.
of the exhibit.
Okay.
Vintagehouseshow.us. I'll put it in the chat. So thanks for bringing that up.
Very good. Okay, I'm glad I brought that up. And shout out to Lori Brent. She's been on. She's played at the Queens of House. She probably don't notice. I probably told her this, but she does this little thing she's probably not aware of. I probably told you this. She pat her foot when she plays, and so I try to imitate her. I try to do the little pat foot thing too, like she does. I know it sounds weird or funny, but I watch and pay attention to each DJ as they're playing, and I'm like, wow, that's dope. That's their own little thing. Now, how you can see some more Queens of House information. We're going to be on YouTube, so you can look up some footage of Queens of House on YouTube. As I mentioned, the Booth Radio 312, they're going to be broadcasting live at the Queens of House, so you can tune in to them and look at them. They're 88.9 FM. So I believe, and then I'll post the link of the Booth 312 on my page. So I'm working on queensofhousepicnic.net. I have the domain, but I haven't created it the way I wanted it to yet. So where I can post more pictures and footage and past DJs and a whole list and everything and upcoming events. So I really want to get into that. I've been like mad busy, but yeah, I really want to do that so I can reach a lot of people. Oh, thank you, Rosa. Yeah, the Booth 312. Okay, she putting it up there. Okay. Um, I want to get it out there. Some people they're shocked. They say, "Wow, I've never heard this show before." And so, I'm sorry, not show. They never heard of the Queens of House Picnic, and so I'm trying to push it out there. I appreciate you having me on your platform on here to help promote it. And so yes, that's my dream, to make sure I get the word out more. But this is good. I'm loving all of this.
I really appreciate that. Please don't ever hesitate to ask, to come on and um, with opportunities to promote. We're about helping to advance the genre,
Mhm.
again, to preserve the stories, to get the first person stories, because
Right.
we don't want others from outside trying to tell this story
That's
that
right.
is
They will do
uniquely
it. Right.
is uniquely ours. There's an old African proverb that says, until the lion begins to tell their story, the hunter will
Hmm.
tell the story as if they were the victor in the
Hmm.
hunt.
Wow.
And so the lions that we are must tell our stories. And that is part and partial the purpose of the Vintage House Show, the story of the business, the culture, and the history that is Chicago birthed and born house music. That is
Right.
global phenomenon. So
Exactly.
we're here.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Uh,
Amen to that.
and so if you are um, in Chicago, or if you can get that plane ticket, get here for Sunday, August 4th.
Hmm.
Get yourself out to the southeast side, Calumet Park,
That's right.
and
It's safe now.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thanks for hearing. Obviously, I got a little PTSD.
No, I can hear it. No, it's the same with Bridgeport. A friend of mine wanted to take me to Bridgeport for breakfast. I was like, no, but I ended up going and having a good time. But I was like, still while she was eating.
Looking
So
over your shoulder.
I totally understand. It was a trigger moment. I totally understand. When you brought that up, I thought of Bridgeport. So no problem.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But
That's we love Chicago, but that's another subject.
Chicago's got a history.
Chicago has a history.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Various parts. So we are at time. I want to express my appreciation and thanks to our guest tonight, DJ Solkat, Nakiyah Solkat, Queens of House Picnic, Sunday, August 4th. Any parting words for the audience tonight, Nakiyah?
Man, thank you everybody for coming out. Not coming out. I'm sorry, I'm all the way to Sunday. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Kevin, and the whole entire Vintage House Radio Show for having me. The staff, you guys are awesome. Just much love and mad love to everybody. Be there this Sunday from 12 to 9 at Calumet Park Beach, 9801 South Avenue G. So please be there. You will not regret it.
Shout out to Larry Tucker, Nikki Allen, Lady Alicia, and my man, Big Brother Michael Johnson, DJ Rose Red, DJ Drea. Thanks for tuning in. And again, big thanks to DJ Soulcat. Be there. Don't get FOMO Sunday.
That's right.
All right.
Be there. All right.
Remember, your main man Mega, thanks for tuning in. House is a feeling. Never forget it.
Never. All right.